Welcome back, you're watching 9 News. Moving on to Asian news. Pyongyang Ryugyong Hotel is one of the most famous yet mysterious landmarks in North Korea, but recent pictures of the pyramid-shaped building have been released to the media. With the permission of North Korea's government, a Beijing-based company that specializes in travel to North Korea was allowed to take pictures inside the 105-story pyramid-shaped hotel, showing a vast concrete lobby with barriers around the edge of each floor. This was the first time foreigners could enter the interior of Ryugyong Hotel to take photos. The notorious hotel has been variously dubbed as the Hotel of Doom or the Phantom Hotel. The hotel's construction was commenced in 1987, but due to shortage of funds, the construction was halted for 16 years. The construction was again restarted in 2008, and it is expected to be finished in 2 or 3 years' time. A prominent Chinese forensic scientist has raised questions on the official conclusion of Neil Heywood's death, a murder case that unleashed one of China's biggest political scandals. Wang Xuemei, a forensic expert for the Supreme People's Procuratorate, said cyanide poisoning would have caused lightning-fast asphyxia, spasm and a heart attack, and turned Heywood's skin and blood bright red, which investigators would have easily spotted. But the forensic who was in charge of the case did not mention the evidence of cyanide poisoning in the record. No post-mortem examination was carried out on Mr. Heywood's body, which was cremated. One did not doubt that Gu Kailai had motives to kill Heywood, but she suggested that Gu had used another poison to kill him. She initially published her doubts on a blog, but was deleted by censors after 6 hours. Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, said the upcoming change in China's leadership may offer a chance of a new approach in Tibet. In a BBC interview, the Dalai Lama pointed out that Beijing's new leadership must use common sense and a more holistic view in order to meet long-term benefits. He said if Beijing insists on using violence, censorship and closed society, it would only become suicidal. Xi Jinping, who is expected to be the next Chinese president, has led to speculations that he may change the policies towards Tibet. One reason is that Xi's father, Xi Zhongxun, met and came to know the Dalai Lama in Beijing in the early 1950s, before the Tibetan spiritual leader fled a failed uprising. Beijing insists that Tibet is an integral part of China and that the Dalai Lama is determined to split the Himalayan region from the rest of the country, though he says he only seeks greater autonomy and religious freedom. Now moving on to sports news. The Football Association has found John Terry guilty of racism and bringing the game into disrepute.
Terry was accused of racially abusing England teammate and QPR centre-back Anton Ferdinand, and as a result has been prohibited from participating in 4 domestic games and fined £220,000. A British court announced in July that Terry was innocent, but the FA investigation does not need to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt, as the court does. The allegations included using insulting words relating to colour and race.
The famous Korean dance craze, the Gangnam Style, made the headlines at the World 2020 Cricket Championship when West Indies Chris Gayle made a few moves.
The Gangnam Style shot to fame in Korea and has since spread around the world, with the video being viewed by more than 292 million times on YouTube. Whenever Gayle, a charismatic and seriously cool man, takes a wicket at the tournament, he celebrates with this rodeo-style dance. He drove the crowd crazy and had them all going during the match against Ireland when he took 2 wickets, and he repeated the dance when he took the wicket of England's Johnny Bairstow in his first over. Gayle wants to add to the manic atmosphere in the ground, and he says it keeps him in the mood too. He has promised his fans around the world that he will keep dancing the Gangnam Style in every game of the World 2020.
The legendary headbutt that French star Zidane did on Italian Marco Materazzi during the World Cup has been immortalized in bronze.
During the 2006 World Cup in Germany, Italy played France in the final in what was a more than usual tense affair given the rivalry between these two teams. After playing to a 1-1 draw, the game went into extra time. In the 7th minute, Zidane headbutted Materazzi in the chest, he immediately fell down and rolled about, apparently in intense pain. The referee issued the France hero a red card and sent him off the field. The assertion was that the Italian had abused Zidane's heritage and family, though the actual contact was totally minor. After 6 years, an Algerian artist has immortalized this classic scene in a 5-meter-high bronze statue that will exhibit in the Pompidou Museum in Paris.
Now moving on to Happy Diner, introducing and reviewing favourite restaurants in Auckland.
This dish may look simple to make, but the actual cooking time takes a whole day. The chef's passion for food and attention to detail is evident when everything on this dish is made from scratch, from egg and flour into pasta, to slowly stew beef for 12 hours. This braised beef agnolotti is without a doubt a delightful dish made with passion. Firstly, flour and eggs are blended into a dough in a mixed bowl, then rested for half an hour. Then a little bit of water is added and is kneaded into a smooth dough. After it is put into a fridge for 1 hour, the chef puts it in the pastry machine and flattens it until it is as thin as 2 millimeters. At this time, the chef will put beef paste onto the pastry, then rolls it up and cuts it into stamp-shaped pastas. The handmade pasta is not the only attraction of this dish today. The beef paste is made from stir-fried beef, onion, carrot, celery, rosemary and thyme, then added with red wine, beef gravy, parmesan cheese, and put into the oven for a total of 12 hours in 100 degrees. After the agnolotti is cooked, they are again simmered in beef gravy and finished up with parmesan cheese and grated truffle.
The chef had just told me that the beef filling was slowly cooked in a total of 12 hours, which means it's just absorbed all the essence of the beef juice and vegetables, creating a very rich and strong beef flavor.
Like here on the front we have the beef agnolotti. Agnolotti is a typical Piemonte cuisine.
Yeah.
Like this is a really stewed beef. This will get minced and we make a nice pasta. We fill the pasta, we plunge it very gently to the pasta swimming on the top. And can often gain with gravy or the jus. With a little bit butter, put it on the plate, get a little bit truffle on the top, parmesan cheese, and here we go.